Let's look at some basics about measurements. These are the base units that we're going to use. Meter, of course, for length, G, gram for mass. You need to know that mass is a description of the amount of matter. Liter for volume. Celsius will be our main temperature unit. We'll learn another one. You also need to know what SI means. SI means a specific system of units. In other words, in SI, you don't use grams, you use kilograms. And you use Kelvin instead of Celsius. And what it is all of those units go together so that they cancel well in some of the equations. This doesn't come up very much in our chemistry. It comes up all the time in physics if you take physics. I will remind you when we get to the part where you need to use SI units. We also need to know some of these prefixes that go with the base units. The capital G means giga, which means a billion. The capital M means mega, which means 1 million. The K, of course, is kilo, which means 1,000. D is deci, which means 1/10, sorry. And C is centi, which means 1/100th. M is milli, which means 1,000th. This is micro. It means 1/1,000,000th. N is nano. It means 1/1000,000,000th. P is pico. It means 1/1,000,000,000th. So you need to know how these prefixes go with the numbers. In other words, if I need to be able to make a statement going to the base unit. In other words, 1 gigagram is equal to 10 to the 9th grams. Or I could say 1 microgram is equal to 10 to the -6 grams. So when we do this, this unit means 10 to the -6. So I've replaced it with that number here. I wrote that. Okay, scientific notation. You need to be able to go back and forth between scientific notation and the long form. And you probably know you're just going to move the decimal over. I'm going to move it until you want one non-zero digit in front of the decimal. And then times 10 to the, and you know the exponent is from how many times you move it. And so I moved it 1, 2, 3 times. And then think about the sign of the exponent. It will be positive or negative. Negative is for a small number. So this is -3. This one I'm going to move it all the way to right there. And that's 3, 4, 5 times. And that's a +5. This is a large number. Okay, and then on this next one I'm going the other way. I'm going to just start with my 1, 2. And then the decimal's here. I'm going to move it to make this a small number because it's a negative exponent. I'm going to move it 4 places. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's where it goes. I'll put a 0 in front of it. Okay, and then a little bit more about temperature. With temperature, you have several different, the old Fahrenheit we'll see occasionally. Celsius is probably our most common, and then there's Kelvin. And with Kelvin, we don't put a degree sign there. It's not a big deal. With these equations, I will give you this equation if you need to convert between Celsius and Fahrenheit. You need to be able to solve this either way. I'll just give you this version of it. This one you need to know. A couple more things you need to do. you need to know that length squared, like length times length, gives you an area. So this one I did centimeters times centimeters, but it could be meters times meters or square miles. Those are all areas. A length cubed gives you a volume, like centimeters cubed to meters cubed. This is true by definition. You need to know this one. 1 liter is defined as 1 decimeter cubed. And these you see a lot more. You need to know these. A milliliter is defined as a centimeter cubed. And then you need to know that cc means cubic centimeter.